and whatnot is blazing, burning, raging, hot, flaming, hot, Cheeto blazing, boy blazing, mellow the raging, Santa blazing, hot star right back with another one. We are up as fuck, it is late as fuck, but we are live right back with a motherfucking another one, just talking about life itself as always, man. Oh, but before anything, let me get motherfucking right. Let me check the motherfucking quality. Before we dive into anything, let me set everything up. Let me make sure I look good. Even though I always look good. I'm saying, let me sure everything is alright. It is freezing cold in this fucking bitch, but we shall persevere as always, ladies and gentlemen. Forgive me for the ASMR session, but it is fucking late as hell. So I have to lower my voice because I don't wanna get any noise complaints and be locked up and go to jail for 10,000 years just to make a motherfucking YouTube video. Scummer guys, cause what? What the fuck we talking about, huh? The fuck we talking about? The motherfuck we talking about? Guys, and whatnot. Let me make sure y'all can even hear me before I just talk and nobody can actually understand me. So let me just double check my damn quality before we do anything major. Know what I'm saying, yeah, know what I'm saying. What's good with y'all motherfuckers? I hope y'all doing alright because I'm doing alright as y'all can see. I'm doing motherfucking alright, ladies and motherfucking gentlemen. So what the fuck is up with y'all? So let me check my damn quality on. What the fuck is up with y'all? So let me check my damn quality on. We shall be alright. Because sometimes I do have to think I have to scream in order for y'all to even understand me because I'm kind of far away from my fucking phone. But in all actuality, I can even whisper and y'all can still understand me. You know what I'm saying? My shit is kind of sensitive. My damn microphone is kind of sensitive. You know what I'm saying? This shit hella sensitive, but it is late as hell for me right now. I don't know about y'all, but anytime it's late, I feel like I can get more shit done because darkness is actually putting you in more inner natures. You know what I'm saying? As far as when the sun is going down, you're kind of more in your zone. Like all of the distractions are out. Literally. Like every damn distraction is out. And the only thing you can actually see is your motherfucking self. So you can get right to motherfucking work. Because when there is no distraction, obviously there's nothing reshaping your focus. So I don't know about y'all, but this is just a personal preference. When it's late, I'm rising. When it's late, I'm motherfucking rising like a fucking vampire. You know what I'm saying? When it's late, I'm rising on some vampire shit. No Cardi. No motherfucking Cardi, man. That motherfucker's overrated as hell, man. I ain't gonna motherfucking like that motherfucker's overrated as shit, man. Grown-ass man cosplaying a fucking vampire. What the fuck? Y'all celebrities are on some other shit. And they're on some motherfucking other shit, but who gives a rat's flying ass? Who gives a rat's flying ass, man? You should always keep it about yourself anyways, because people ain't about nothing, and I don't have to rant about people for y'all to understand that people are about nothing, because everybody knows, everybody lives life. And self-reflection is a funny-ass thing. Because obviously, if you think you are the shit, you assume that everybody else is the shit. Because only a miserable person projects that everybody else is miserable too. You know what I'm saying? But in all actuality, it doesn't work that way. It doesn't motherfucking work that way. I need you to understand that everything is self-reflection. Everything. So there's even no use being too worried about others casting judgment, let alone. But before it even goes to casting judgment, you should take it a step back and look at your motherfucking self. Like somebody who judges people outside of themselves 24/7 is somebody who can't even get their own life together because you have to look at what people are doing. You always need to look beyond words. And you shouldn't take advice from somebody you don't want to be like. You know what I'm saying? So keep it 100, man. If you don't like to be like the person you're goddamn talking to or like you're listening to, you shouldn't even take them seriously. And I'm not saying be a dickhead for no motherfucking reason, but on the flip side, don't be no Buddhist monk for no reason. Don't be like, I hear everybody out for no reason. Don't be no fucking dick sucker. Life is not designed for you to walk on your knees listening to everybody else and hearing everybody out. Listen, you're not obligated to hear anybody out. It is your God-given right to be your motherfucking self and to figure out things for your motherfucking self. You don't need to walk through life thinking that the only way to learn is listening to somebody, which is the most utter form of retardation. What the fuck is this? Damn. Why are you even able to turn off your fucking camera? The fuck? And I don't know why, but YouTube goddamn removed the motherfucking green screen. YouTube ain't about nothing. But as I was saying, I was addressing this in my previous live stream a lot, but just let me repeat that shit for the sake of repeating. You don't need people to learn. Like, nowadays everybody's a Google scholar because nobody understands that you can learn things for yourself. So the first things people do is, let me hop on Google. Let me jump online. Let me hear out what Neil deGrasse Tyson or anybody that has to say beyond some government official or beyond some sort of celebrity with a status. It could be like somebody like me with 3 views. You are not forced to hear anybody out in order to gain information. A lot of atheists, a lot of religious people, really every atheist, really every religious person is somebody who's listening to somebody for the sake of building their own mind. Which is weird, to say the least. Which is motherfucking weird, to say the least. Because why do you even think that the only way to learn is listening to somebody else? Obviously, somebody had to live life to build a curriculum now, which you are now studying. So why can't you even be like that motherfucker, man? That shit is motherfucking crazy. Why can't you be the one living life and then creating a curriculum to just push out and now everybody has to study your shit? Beyond from goddamn society, Masonic, now I canonize my goddamn knowledge type shit. Yeah, that's just life. In life, nobody is forcing you to read a book first to build your motherfucking mind. You know what I'm saying? This shit is motherfucking crazy. Technically, not even technically, but listening from somebody else and claiming that you learn something is not even a real thing in reality. Because you can only understand things through living life, and hearing somebody out is just you soaking in somebody else who's living life. So at the end of the day, somebody has to live life. In order for wisdom to be even a thing, you have to live life. And you cannot escape this. Somebody has to live life. Even the person you're listening to, such as, maybe it's Jesus Christ in your case, maybe it's Neil deGrasse Tyson in your case, but somebody has to live life. Somebody had to live life for you to understand. You know what I'm saying? For you to even listen to something. Somebody needs to be like, yeah, okay, now I just live my fucking life and now I come to conclusions. It is normal to come to a conclusion. It is not exclusive to people goddamn in books to come to conclusions. You can come to conclusions too. It is no rocket science. It is no motherfucking rocket science. Just the other day, oh my fucking god, I need to tell you a story, man. I need to tell you a motherfucking story. A story beyond belief. I need to tell you an unbelievable story in my motherfucking life, man. I was just living my life, and I know somebody, right? I know somebody in my circle. And I know that person was an atheist, and we were just talking about life without even intending to start a debate about, I guess, deterministic natures and free will. I was just minding my business, living my life, talking to that person, which I knew for a couple of years now, right? And then we just happened to dive into a fucking debate. Because that person was bringing up schizophrenia. And that person was saying, did you know that you can randomly develop schizophrenia because your brain can change in a specific way to the point now you have schizophrenia? And I was like, the fuck you mean? I can randomly have schizophrenia. So you're telling me my brain is doing something randomly, now I have schizophrenia? And that person was saying, yeah, your brain can change randomly, and now you're able to gain schizophrenia. Out the blue. And I was like, that shit doesn't make any sense. You do know you are responsible for your thinking. You do know you are responsible for your motherfucking mind, right? And that person went like, oh no I ain't. Everything happened at birth. My parents were passing down certain genes, and now I think the way I think. And now we was just going back and forth for a couple hours, just talking, and I was just pointing out how fucking retarded that person is sounding, because your brain is not randomly changing and now you think a certain way. It doesn't work that way in fucking reality. But the point is not the debate, or like what we was debating. The point is, one thing the person said, which was kinda intriguing me, but in a negative way. Yeah, no, I'm not intrigued in a negative way. Like, I was low-key turned off, not in a sexual way, in a sexual way included because I was talking to a girl, but more like in a, I guess, metaphysical way. I was kind of turned off because that person kept on labeling me as some sort of fucking messiah because I said, yeah, you are responsible for your thinking. I was stating in that debate, you are responsible for your thinking, which is not even my goddamn opinion. I'm not stating opinions. I'm just, it is what I'm an it is what it is person. I am it is what it is. I don't have personal opinions based on how life is working. I just like to study it is what it is. I'm not here to cast any opinions, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm not here to cast any fucking personal opinions. But the gist of it all is, that person was saying I'm some sort of narc for labeling or like for pointing out that you are responsible for your thinking. And this shit was like kinda intriguing me. Because how can you be that retarded? Labeling me as a narc because I said you are responsible for your thoughts is crazy. It is motherfucking crazy. Hence, I posted what I posted early on this day. Let me read y'all what I posted. Let me read y'all my community post out loud if you wasn't able to goddamn read my community post yourself. But this story motivated what I just posted a couple hours ago. I posted this right here. Where is it? I said, the more you are yourself, the harder people will go with self-reflection, and it shows. It motherfucking shows. What I just talked about, as far as my own personal story about real life a couple of days ago, is proof that a person starts to self-reflect like crazy, but in the negative sense, when you are just being yourself. You know what I'm saying? On a more, I don't want to say right way, but on a more individual way. You know what I'm saying? Because right is subjective at the end of the day, but on a more individual way. When you are individually yourself, 24/7, and in a true, once again, quote-unquote true way. I don't want to sound religious and fucking hoo-ha-moo-ha exalted. I don't want to sound fucking retarded, just for the lack of better words. When you are yourself, your pure self, in the true way, in the right way, when you genuinely are yourself, and when you're able to gain wisdom based on your fucking character, and when you're able to gain fucking attention, attraction, yada 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 for your character, you will see a lot of people who are self-reflecting because they say what you're doing is wrong. You are somehow a narc for being yourself. You are somehow crazy for stating out that you are responsible for your thinking. You know what I'm saying? This shit is crazy, man. You know what I'm saying? But then let me read out my community post word by word. I said, the more you are yourself, the harder people will go with self-reflection. As I was saying in my previous life, a couple of days ago, I had a friendly debate with an atheist for fun in real life. When I started to point out that I control the way I think and I feel, that's how I fucking move personally, that person started to tweak and called me a fucking Ubermensch for it. You know what I'm saying? I was like, huh? How is using your mind extraordinary? The more you are yourself, the harder people will self-reflect their inability and insecurities onto you. Because for some strange reason, I've seen this over and over and over and over and over again in my real life and even online in certain occasions. When I just was myself, when I just carried out myself, and when I was even explaining myself, you know what I'm saying? People started to tweak because I'm somebody who takes accountability. And once again, you being yourself is relative because everybody is themselves in a different way. But let's just make it personal. I'm somebody who's accountable. I'm not somebody who's a bitch-ass motherfucker. I don't go like, oh, everything is predetermined. My parents' genes, my mama's genes were like causing me to tweak at the age of 7 years old when I wasn't getting hot Cheetos for breakfast. Now I'm tweaking, I don't move that way. I'm not fucking retarded. Essentially, I'm someone with accountability and responsibility, right? I always blame myself. Even when I'm not necessarily like at fault. Internally speaking, at least, not externally speaking, obviously. If I'm not at fault, I don't blame myself. But internally speaking, I always blame myself for feeling and thinking and moving a certain way, right? And this behavior I embody, which is having accountability over my thoughts, feelings, and actions, is for some strange reason extremely triggering for human beings. Like, this shit is crazy in my life. I'm just minding my business. I think I'm doing nothing wrong. And I'm not doing nothing wrong. Like, how is taking accountability over how you think, feel, and how you move anything wrong? But for some strange reason, people have like the audacity to portray me as somebody who's overly egotistical. And then again, I get it. And then again, I get it. I'm a fucking Leo Sun, Sag Moon. I get it. I fucking get it. I guess the way I move is very braggadocious without me trying to flex on somebody. But this is like my personal curse in my real life. Everybody has some sort of personal curse which is linked to who you are. My personal curse is no matter how I move, people start to feel insecure. Not, of course, not everybody. I'm not some sort of big and bird. Some inflamed ass gorilla. I'm not some goddamn inflated ass gorilla who's like banging on his chest 24/7. I'm just minding my business. I'm a chill guy. I'm straight introverted. I don't talk to people. I don't start anything crazy. I'm just being myself, right? I'm just being my fucking self, man. I'm a chill ass motherfucker, but at the end of the day, I'm still a motherfucking fire side. So yeah. My point is, when I was just being myself in my fucking real life for the past 20 years, I'm 20 years old. For the past 20 years, I've kept on experiencing some people which, if I had to break it down in a percentage level, which is like damn near, at least 60% of the times in real life, people start to tweak when I just was being myself. Because for some strange reason, they was saying, I'm some sort of goddamn person with a god complex. I'm somebody who's overly egotistical. I'm somebody who's overly narky. I'm somebody who's like some sort of Ubermensch, some sort of Übermensch, you know what I'm saying? While in all actuality, I'm just being my fucking self, man. This is so far from reality, it's crazy. But this is the wisdom of it all. This is what you can learn from this story. I don't want to just talk about myself for no damn reason. I'm saying this to say that, man. No matter how you are, no matter how you move, somebody will have a problem. You can bet your bottom dollar. Somebody will have a problem, regardless how you move. You could be the most humble guy, somebody will have a problem. You can be the most egotistical guy, somebody will have a problem. You can be the most loving person, somebody will have a problem. You can be the most hating person, somebody will have a problem. Because the problem is not you per se. You can be the problem, of course. But when you truly are yourself, everybody's unique, everybody's goddamn individual. When you truly carry out your uniqueness, somebody will have a problem. It is unavoidable, ladies and fucking gentlemen. So don't even hide it. Don't even be worried about it, because somebody will tweak regardless. Somebody will, you're not doing the right thing. You shouldn't be like that. Somebody will be like that regardless. You can bet your bottom dollar on that. Somebody will be like that fucking regardless. So don't even be bothered about opinions, what somebody else will say. And don't even think you are in the wrong when you embody yourself. But then again, have some sort of morality. Because somebody might be like, yeah, but I'm genuinely somebody who likes to kill people, man. Have some fucking sense of morality. As long as you are not hurting somebody else and yourself, do as your motherfucking will. When your behavior is hurting somebody else and yourself, you're in the fucking wrong. No debate. I don't wanna hear no debates. I don't wanna hear no goddamn open debates. I don't wanna hear no fucking debates. When you hurt yourself and hurt somebody else while you being yourself, you are fucking weird. You are motherfucking weird. And I don't wanna hear no debates. But when you are truly yourself and you're not hurting somebody and you're not even hurting yourself, best believe somebody will have a problem, because people like to make problems. People are like Olympic gold, Greek, ancient ass philosopher, medalists when it comes to making problems where there ain't none. People like to exaggerate. People are masters of exaggeration. Man, y'all like the motherfucking live stream. Why do I have 1 like and 7 people watching? What? Come on, man. Y'all not even paying me. Y'all not even paying me. Just double tap the motherfucking live stream, right? You know what I'm saying? If you fuck with your boy, of course. No pressure. But anyways, my whatnot. Peoples are masters of exaggeration, meaning people will just tweak when there's nothing even to tweak about. People need tutorials when there shouldn't even be a tutorial. Like, people need a tutorial how to even think. People need a guide how to even feel. People need a guide how to move in society. Because everything, I'm saying this 24/7, everything in this world is goddamn pushing you to be a mindless consumer. So of course you don't know how to do shit if you receive 24/7. The average person is watching Netflix 24/7, so of course they don't know how to do shit, because all they're doing is watching shit 24/7. And don't be at this detriment. Do not be at this level of living when you just consume and you don't even have no active sense of self. I'm not telling you how to live your life. I'm just here to have my fucking fun and express myself. But I can tell you one thing as far as advice. I can tell you one thing as far as advice. You should always live a proactive life. You should always do something. You shouldn't just sit on your ass and do this 24/7, you know what I'm saying? You shouldn't be fucking geeking on your phone 24/7. Because 90% of the insecurities as far as mental issues and goddamn emotional troubles which is happening in society is rooted in people just consuming and not producing. And not even producing as far as content creation, being online, showing your ass, acting all goofy, moofy, fucking retarded on Twitch, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, you fucking name it. Producing as in living an active life. Because receiving is just the normal state of being for the average human in society. Just listening to something, having their AirPods plugged in 24/7, just watching something 24/7, just consume. What do you think you're doing when you're just being on your phone 24/7? You're intaking information, even if you even if you don't move on some educational shit, which is nothing wrong with. Go and entertain yourself. But even if you just sit on your ass watching TikTok all day, you still intake information, and this is causing a lot of mental issues for human beings. Because everybody's intaking shit 24/7 like an esoteric faggot. Everybody's intaking somebody else's root chakra 24/7. Somebody's pushing out their intentions. Someone is sucking them in. And people are in a state of sucking shit in 24/7, you know what I'm saying? And this is what's causing so much mental issues. People are not proactive. People cannot develop their own sense of entertainment without necessarily depending on the phone. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying you should be a hippy-dippy, musty-ass motherfucker who's living in the woods shitting without wiping their ass because you don't have no toilet paper. I'm not saying move like a fucking Neanderthal. I'm not saying move like a motherfucking caveman. I'm not saying be a fucking degenerate. But have some sense of equilibrium. Have some sense of goddamn order in your motherfucking life. If you depend on something to feel entertained and you cannot function right without having that thing which you need to feel entertained, you have a problem. You have a motherfucking problem, you know what I'm saying? And this shit is not normal. As I was saying, I'm not here to tell you how you need to live your life, but we should keep it real. We should call it spade a motherfucking spade. We should call it is what it is what it is. We should call the motherfucking facts out, you know what I'm saying? And the fact of the matter is many people don't know how to develop their own sense of understanding, their own worldviews, their own sense of entertainment, their own sense of goddamn individuality, and their own sense of purpose without being on platforms like goddamn Instagram 24/7, without being on fucking devices 24/7, you know what I'm saying? And this is a motherfucking problem. But to each his own. To each his own. To each his own, ladies and gentlemen. You know what I'm saying? Like the motherfucking live stream. The fuck we doing? 6 views, 1 like. The fuck we doing, man? The fuck we doing, man? Support your boy. Support your motherfucking boy, man. Support your motherfucking boy, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, support your motherfucking boy. You know what I'm saying? Support the motherfucking cause. Support the motherfucking cause. on some goddamn America Uncle Sam revolution type, you know what I'm saying? But yeah. Consuming without producing beyond content creation is a serious issue. It is a motherfucking serious ass issue, ladies and motherfucking gentlemen. Shout out to the person who just liked. Shout out to the 2 person who just liked. Shout y'all out, man. Shout y'all out, man. You're the motherfucking shout y'all out, man. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, this is just the way it is, man. This is just the way it is. To live a normal, quote-unquote, normal life, I know this kind of gets subjective too, but come on. Some things should be granted in this life, such as you being able to goddamn spend your time how you like to spend them, you being healthy, you being goddamn happy should be a normal thing. But as I was saying, people are masters of exaggeration. People need a tutorial for anything. And human beings even need a tutorial how to be normal once again, you know what I'm saying? It's fucked up that some gotta work hard to go back to a normal state of human being once again, you know what I'm saying? Things which should be a fucking given are nowadays considered a luxury, like good health, a sane mind, peace, having a goddamn safe place to live is considered a luxury for some strange reason in this motherfucking world. This just shows how incapable human beings are, you know what I'm saying? Like, they need a handout for everything, they need a tutorial for anything, but that's not the motherfucking point. Just do your motherfucking best and the rest is history. I don't know about y'all motherfuckers, but I'm a very self-centered human being. When I was in high school, when I was studying, I was like in high school and I was like in some sort of psychology class, like children psychology class to be exact. I was like studying how children behave, young adults. I was like having a class, which was like psychology, but focused on young people, like adolescents, children, even babies, you know what I'm saying? And in that class, I remember clear as day when I was 15 years old, or like, was I 16? I was around 15 or 16 years old at that time. And I was studying in that class because I had to, because I was in fucking school, obviously. And my teacher was giving me, or like everybody, a paper. And within that paper was some sort of model made by some sort of psychologist, which I forgot. And that psychologist was stating that thinking only about yourself and only seeing yourself is a degenerate way of living. That shit is not considered smart according to that psychologist. And I was like, interesting. This psychologist is saying thinking about yourself strictly, or like being self-centered, to make it even simpler, is, according to him, some sort of failure of intelligence. And I was like, this shit is crazy. Because any time, at least in my life, when I was self-centered, at least in a healthy way, I was more successful beyond status, money, and like views, attention, and whatnot. Compared to when I was more social, as in giving my fucking soul away to everybody else. So this made me question something. I was like, okay, everybody is studying this dude. But what this dude is studying, or like what this dude is pushing out, and what everybody in this classroom is studying, was some shit which ain't even working for me. And this was like kinda a turning point when it comes to my life. Like when I was in class, and I studied some shit a psychologist was pushing out, I was realizing what he's pushing out is some shit which ain't even working in my life. Yet everybody and their mama is studying his motherfucking thesis. So I was like, what the fuck is this bullshit? What the fuck is this? You're telling me I have to study someone which ain't even working in my life? I have to study someone's goddamn wisdom which ain't even working in my life? And this made me realize something, man. How fucking crazy it is when it comes to labeling who's intelligent and who's not intelligent. And this made me realize, a couple months later, because I was still digging in that train of thought, this made me realize the highest form of wisdom is just being yourself and fucking everybody else. No diddy, no I'm saying, no diddy, no fucking diddy. But the highest form of wisdom is just being you, and I guess disregarding what everybody else has to say, because nobody is truly, I don't want to say wise, because people are wise and you can learn from people, but nobody can tell you how to live your life, to make it more accurate. Nobody can tell you how you need to be yourself, because if I would listen to that person in goddamn class in high school, I wouldn't be who I am today, because what he was preaching wouldn't work for me. Because I know I developed more genuine and more effective results when I was just being myself, when I was just focusing on me and disregarding everybody else. Because if I function that way, if goddamn my whole chemistry as a goddamn human being, if my goddamn soul is listening to people 24/7, I would be an insecure person, because I was going down that line of reasoning previously. When I used to listen to everybody, when I used to hear everybody out, when I used to consider everybody's opinion, I wasn't going nowhere. I was feeling nervous and I was like overthinking, listening to everybody's opinion. Like somebody might say, oh, but you look ridiculous. If I take his opinion into my space, I would move in a way which is kind of distorted and goddamn crippled. Because listening to others was not even working for me, even positively. Even if somebody had good intent and somebody was like, yeah, you should do this. How about including this? And I was including what the person was telling me. I fucked shit up. I fucked shit up greatly. So I was coming to a conclusion based on reading this goddamn psychologist quotes in goddamn school. I was like, nobody can tell me shit. Nobody can tell me shit, seriously. Because if you listen to people 24/7, you don't go nowhere. You don't see something. You don't make something happen. Because you will change your direction 24/7. As I was saying in the beginning and in countless amounts of goddamn live streams of mine, everything is just big time self-reflection. Everything is big time self-reflection. And what somebody else is pushing out is obviously reflecting their individual space. So you always need to take into consideration whatever somebody is pushing is what their reality is. It is not the reality. It is not this whole grand goddamn scheme of existence type of reality. It is no absolute fact. It ain't no fucking fact. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no motherfucking fact. And then again, don't be like, I don't need to listen to somebody. Maybe somebody knows shit. And of course, we have wise people who tell you how something is. Not everybody's preaching their opinions. Not everybody's like, yeah, I figured it out, and they're just talking opinions. Some people actually point out facts. So don't get it fucked up. Still listen to people when they're pointing out facts. When they point out it is what it is, because some things are not personal. Like, I don't know, telling y'all I'm wearing red is not personal. Telling y'all I have eyes is not personal. Some shit is not personal. And when you're studying some shit, you should listen to somebody who understands that subject matter, you know what I'm saying? Because some things are the way they are. And there's no debating, there's no question, you know what I'm saying? It just is what it is, it just fucking is what it is. It is what it is. Listen to your fucking flaming boy, blazing boy, burning boy, hot Cheeto, red ass boy, blazing metal, the raging sun, the blazing motherfucking star. What the fuck is up, everybody, you know what I'm saying? When it comes to developing your persona, you don't need to listen to anybody, but when it comes to developing understanding as far as wisdom, as far as listening to actual wisdom, yeah, maybe you need to listen to somebody who's wiser than you. Because nobody can teach you how to be you. But people can teach you how things outside of you are working. Such as maybe the sun and the moon. How this whole atmosphere is existing. Yeah, maybe then you can hear somebody out. But when it comes to personal shit, you shouldn't hear anybody out. But this is a given. This should be clear as day for y'all anyways, you know what I'm saying? This should be clear as day for y'all anyways. Hence I never talk about obvious shit, because shit should be a given. Only time I'm like talking or like I'm preaching is when I tell y'all how things are working from a goddamn existential POV. And not on some personal shit. I'm not saying, oh, y'all should be like this, because if you are like this, then this will happen. No. I only tell y'all it is what it is. I only tell y'all facts when I'm preaching. I'm not telling y'all how to be personally. That's up to you, and that's none of my business. But that's retardation anyways. This should be a given. We are all grown adults. We are all grown men and women. We should already understand that shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you don't understand that nobody can teach you how to be you, you're fucking retarded. Extremely retarded, you know what I'm saying? I hate to No, I don't hate to break it to you. I love to break it to you. You know how people like to say, oh, I hate to break it to you. I love to break it to you. I motherfucking love to break it to you because I'm a living motherfucking hater. Not for some negative person shit, obviously, but sometimes you just have to call a spade a spade. Sometimes you have to call a spade a motherfucking spade. And don't be no reprobate. So change before it's too late. It's all in your hand, talking about your fate. Bars, you know what I'm saying? Y'all like the motherfucking live stream. What the fuck is wrong with y'all? 70 views, 3 likes? Huh? 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 Don't do me dirty. Come on, yeah. Come on, yeah. Come on. Do not do me dirty, ladies and motherfucking gentlemen. But anyways, my whatnot. Nobody can teach you how to be you. And if somebody's saying, yeah, follow these steps, and now you will be somebody, you shouldn't listen because they're just cooning. They're just a motherfucking thief. They're just a motherfucking grifter. Like, these proclaimed personal coaches are fucking retarded, because how can somebody teach you how to be you? It's like saying, hey guys, today I have a tutorial how to wipe your ass. Everybody knows how to wipe their ass. It is just that human beings are masters of exaggeration, you know what I'm saying? Hence, we have people tweaking like a motherfucker, man, because people cannot live without. People cannot live without. You know what I'm saying? People just can't. People just can't live without, man. People just motherfucking can't live without. Everybody's a master of motherfucking exaggeration. Everybody's a master of exaggeration. Like, people dead ass need tutorials how to be in society. People dead ass need tutorials how to not tweak. You know what I'm saying? Because as I was saying, human beings are just consuming shit 24/7. And if you are consuming shit 24/7, you cannot develop your own thoughts. So maybe hop offline sometimes and think for yourself. Develop goddamn awareness about your own motherfucking self, you know what I'm saying? Who the fuck is this, man? Who the fuck is this, man? Who the fuck is you, man? Who the fuck is you, man? Who the fuck is you, man? I don't even know if you're fucking real. I'm gonna give him 100, man. As I was saying, man. As I was saying, man. If you consume 24/7, if you do this 24/7, if you're tweaking on your motherfucking phone 24/7, you cannot develop awareness for yourself. Because everybody is hijacked by their own devices. Yeah. Everybody's hijacked by their own motherfucking devices. You know what I'm saying? This is about life. I'm just talking about everything I want to talk about. You know what I'm saying? If you're a real person, I'm talking to. I'm just talking about what I like to talk about. You know what I'm saying? This is about life, open discussion about life type shit. If you are a real person, you know what I'm saying? Because nowadays you don't know. Nowadays you don't know. But shout out if you're real. But yeah. You cannot develop some sort of wisdom, some sort of knowledge, some sort of understanding about life if all you do is being on your phone 24/7. And it's crazy that I have to point out, I don't even have to, I just want to. But it's crazy that sometimes you have to point out the obvious because this is how far gone people are from reality. Somebody who's not living in reality is somebody who needs to be reminded of obvious shit. And everything is obvious about life. That implies that you live in reality and you don't tweak on your phone 24/7. Because I don't know about y'all, but this right here is not reality. Of course, if you are on a device 24/7, you cannot even see shit in fucking reality. You know what I'm saying? You just fucking can't. So don't be ridiculous. And don't. Listen, one thing about people who give weird ass advice is that people are just trying to be seen. Nobody has some sort of savior complex. Everybody likes to be seen, which is nothing wrong with. I like to be seen. I'm telling y'all this 24/7. I just like to express what I like to express. My whole agenda, I'm telling y'all 24/7. My whole agenda is fun. I've been telling y'all for months. My whole agenda is fun. You know what I'm saying? So people who try to convince you, yeah, I can fix your life online, especially if they sell some sort of product, are people who are just trying to gain some money, you know what I'm saying? Nobody really gives a fuck about you know what I'm saying? Even like psychologists. People like to say a psychologist is giving a fuck about you. If you think your psychologist is giving a fuck about you, this is just the same as somebody saying, yeah, the stripper actually loves me. Yeah, that goddamn sex worker is actually loving me. Man, they don't give a fuck about you. It's strictly business. It is strictly motherfucking business. Your psychologist, do you think your psychologist is doing this just for the sake of your mental health? Are you crazy in your motherfucking head? Are you crazy in your motherfucking head? The fuck we talking about then? That psychologist is just a psychologist for the sake of dolarios, not for the sake of saving your motherfucking soul. I highly doubt that your psychologist can walk on water. I highly doubt that your psychologist can actually split 10,000 pieces of bread and give out bread to everybody, you know what I'm saying? It's like some goddamn magical ass Mexican walking in a fucking taco shop, you know what I'm saying? I don't know about y'all. Damn, I'm fucking too old. I don't know about y'all, but everything which is given on social media in real life, which is labeled and marketed as, yeah, I got it guys, buy my book and now y'all have a better life, it's just done for y'all to spend. Money! Some motherfucking money, and people go crazy for money. Listen, we all know God doesn't exist, but people still worship God. God is just human beings who invented some shit like money, safety, security, shelters, goddamn wisdom and whatnot and fucking whatnot, ladies and motherfucking gentlemen. Give me a second. I need to decipher something. Give me 2 motherfucking seconds. I need to decipher something. Give me 2 seconds. Deciphering time is over. Jamie. Deciphering time is over, man. What I just deciphered, none of your business. None of your motherfucking business. None of your business, man. None of your motherfucking business, ladies and gentlemen. I forgot what I was just talking about. But let me tell you something else. If your agenda is not you having fun, your agenda is fucking ass. It is ass. It sucks balls. Your agenda is straight booty. Your agenda is fucking straight ass. If your agenda is anything else besides you just having fun, you're retard. A big time retard, you know what I'm saying? A big time burning hot, flaming hot, red hot Cheeto, burning hot, red man, blazing boy ass retard, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not roasting myself, I'm goated, man, you know what I'm saying, goated. I'm the original blazing boy, hot flaming boy, red boy, blazing boy, you know what I'm saying? I'm the original red flaming boy, you know what I'm saying? Hot Cheeto, man, you know what I'm saying? I'm the original hot Cheeto blazing boy type man, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But seriously, some of y'all are burning. Some of y'all are burning, and I'm not talking about STDs. Some of y'all are burning like a motherfucker, and I'm not talking STDs. You know what I'm saying? Some of y'all are burning as hell, man. Y'all are burning and yearning. Burning is just a metaphor for somebody who's yearning. And what are you even yearning for? What are you even yearning for? Yearning for what? Yearning for what? Yearning for what? Tell me what you're yearning for. Is somebody yearning in here? Say yes if you're yearning right now. Let's do some live shadow work. What the fuck is everybody yearning about? Once again, I do not know about y'all stupid asses. I do not know about y'all. But everything I'm yearning for is accessible by myself. You know what I'm saying? Except fucking bitches. That's the only thing I'm yearning for which I can't do on my own. You know what I'm saying? I hope y'all don't have jerk off problems. You know what I'm saying? But to keep it real, almost everybody had jerk off problems. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So I guess to each his own. But seriously, I don't know about y'all, but anything I yearn for is accessible. It can be given to myself. You know what I'm saying? And I think, once again, I'm not telling y'all to live your life, but I'm just speaking from my goddamn lens as always. I don't have to make this disclaimer 24/7, right? I made this disclaimer once, damn near a year ago, and I never made this disclaimer ever since. But I guess let me refresh your memory. I'm not here to tell y'all how to live your life. I'm not here to tell y'all, oh, you should do this, you should do that, you should do this, you should do that. But listen, if you live your life based on something you cannot even obtain, what you're living for is ass. What you're living for is straight booty, and you should consider your priorities, you know what I'm saying? Because at that point you're like a slave. Beyond some physical Atlantic slave trade black people type shit. You're a mental slave, which is arguably worse than being a physical slave. Because if somebody could make you feel and move a certain way, this shit is way worse than fucking physical slavery, you know what I'm saying? I'ma keep it 100, man. Because people can trap your body, but nobody can trap your mind. Shout out to Dollar Parliament, he said that shit, but seriously, this is a goated expression. People might trap your body on some Atlantic slave trade black people type shit, or like on some other slave trade type shit beyond black people. People might capture your body. You might be in prison for 10,000 years without you having committed a major crime. But one thing is for sure. Nobody can entrap your motherfucking mind. Unless you like to entrap your mind. I don't know about y'all, but I don't like to entrap my mind. Because in my life, when I changed my mind, when I was like rewiring my brain, oh, password alarm. When I was rewiring the way I was thinking, everything started to make sense, and everything started to fall into place, not by some magical fate ass happening, like Jesus came down from the heavens hitting a backflip and was like, yo, boy, my boy Mello, my boy Blazing Mello, blazing boy, a flaming hot Cheeto red man Mello, let me help y'all out, let me help you out. Some shit like that never happened, you know what I'm saying? Like your boy blazing hot, flaming hot Cheeto Mello, the raging sun, the blazing star, always had to help himself. But helping myself was not starting in physicality. Helping myself was starting in me looking in the mirror, mentally speaking, and seeing what I was retarded about, and me addressing my fucking own retardation. You know what I'm saying? Anything else is made up. Anything else is something which never really helped my life. And talking about helping my life. Talking about helping my life. Double tap the fucking screen, like. Talking about helping my life. Now it's your turn to help my life. Every pun intended. Hit the motherfucking like button. You know what I'm saying? Hit the motherfucking like button. Talking about saving my life. Talking about helping my life. You know what I'm saying? Now it's your turn. Now it's your turn. Not that I was helping your life. I'm not here to help your life, and I can't help your life. I'm not Jesus. Nobody can help your life. This is outside of my fucking power. Nobody can help your life. You know what I'm saying? Nobody can help your life. But come on, show some love if you like it as you see. Don't be shy. I don't bite. I know people portrayed me as some sort of egotistical, retarded, not retarded, but some goddamn narky ass monster, some egotistical ass monster in my real life. I'm a nice person. I'm one hell of a nice person. You can bet your bottom dollar on that. I'm a cool guy. You know what I'm saying? You know, even though I'm burning hot, flaming hot, raising hot, blazing hot, red hot, blazing, flaming Cheeto boy, I'm still a cool person, you know what I'm saying? I'm still a cool person, bitch. I'm still a motherfucking cool person, you know what I'm saying? Even though I'm a burning hot, flaming hot Cheeto man, you know what I'm saying? Shout that out, man. Shout that out, man. But seriously though, can't nobody tell you how to live your own motherfucking life. There's no such thing as listening to somebody and now you have goddamn acquired the missing information you needed. And don't get it twisted. Sometimes listening to somebody and soaking in that information can be truly life changing because this is what has happened to me in a certain way. I remember as a young adult, I'm talking about like I'm 20,000 years old, man. I'm barely 20. I'm barely 20 years old. But when I was 15, 16, 14 and I hopped on YouTube and I was watching some sort of spiritual content, especially Dollar the Pilot Man, my life started to be better. So there is such thing as others helping you to be better, but it's not what you're doing, it's how you're doing it. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Dolo once again. Shout out to Dolo on that occasion once again, you know what I'm saying? But it is just that you shouldn't listen to somebody how to be yourself from a characteristic POV. You should only listen to somebody helping your life from a moral and principle POV, as far as understanding things about the human mechanism. Because everybody is human, right? So, you need to understand how the human mechanism is working. How your spirit is even working, what your spirit even is, what your mind is, how your mind is working. You should listen to somebody on that note. Like somebody who explains the human machine to a T. So you can understand yourself to form your own life. You know what I'm saying? You should listen to somebody on that type of timing. Because this obviously helps. It has helped in my life. It was effective in my life. So, to each his own. But in my life, it helped tremendously. Immensely. Tremendously. Tremendously. Goddamn. My posture is hella fucked up and I ain't gonna fucking let me. Can y'all still hear me? Let me check myself. I think y'all can still hear me. Test 1, 2, check 1, 2. Yeah, test. Can y'all still hear me? Yes, y'all can. My posture's hella fucked up. Because I'm bending over talking like this. No homo post. No diddy, man. I'm bending over talking like this. So let me be straight. Let me be straighter than his staff. There we go. So yeah. Get your mind right, time flies. Get your motherfucking mind right, time flies, ladies and motherfucking gentlemen. And I'll give you one piece of advice. One piece of advice for your blazing boy, blazing hot, raising hot, blaming hot, flaming hot, Takis boy, blazing metal, blazing hot Cheetos boy, you know what I'm saying? Let me give you one piece of advice. To everybody who's tweaking. Goddamn. To everybody who's been struggling with mental illness, let me give you one piece of advice. Develop a purpose. Have something to live for. Have something to dive into, to spend your time with. Whether it's creative, intellectual, business orientated, wisdom wise, you fucking name it. Develop a purpose. You don't find your life purpose. You don't live your life. And you're not like, oh, no, what's my purpose? No, I need to find my purpose. You don't need to move like somebody who gets 10 fucking dicks shoved in their ass. You don't need to walk like somebody who has like 10,000 dicks in their ass, tweaking like a motherfucker, asking, oh, where's my life purpose? I tell you where your life purpose is. It's right here. It is right here. Not me, obviously, but it is right inside of you. It is you. It is motherfucking you. It is you. Your life purpose is what you truly care about. You know what I'm saying? What you truly have inside of your fucking heart. You know what I'm saying? And this is not something you find. Do you find your own heart? It's still inside of you. It's inside of you. Your heart is inside of you. So your own purpose is never spinning in this fucking reality. It's inside of you. It's straight inside of you. And I give you a tip on how to discover it, because people need tutorials for anything, so let me please your fucking retardation. You know what I'm saying? A good way to find your life purpose inside of you is to see what you truly cared about all your life. What did you truly value? What did you inherently truly value in your life? Was it music? Was it martial arts? Was it drawing? Was it hitting the griddy? Was it hitting 10,000 backflips? What was it that you truly valued? Everybody has something they truly value. Initially, it's a fucking given. Every baby is born with interests. You know what I'm saying? Let's just don't dive where interest is coming from, but let's just call it a spade a spade. Let's just point out the obvious. Everyone is born with interests, okay? And this is something you should always keep in mind. Your life purpose is something you care about. I don't want to say at birth, but damn near all your life. What do you truly like all your life? What do you spend your life with? Or like your life on, rather. Okay? So, don't be ridiculous. Everybody knows what they truly care about. It is just that they think it's impossible. They think, oh, I can never be a musician. Everybody will bully me. No. I can't be a break dancer. Everybody will make fun of me. Listen, everybody knows what they like. It is just that humans don't pursue what they like because they've been looking at society for way too often, you know what I'm saying? Or like way too intensely, rather. You know what I'm saying? So don't make the same mistake. Don't listen to society, because if you do, you will never fulfill your life purpose. You will, I don't want to say find, but you will never truly live in your life's purpose if you constantly listen to what the world have to say. Okay? So don't make that mistake. Do not make that mistake. Do not make that motherfucking mistake. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to fucking Folklore Queen. I don't think you're fake, but shout out. I don't think you're like some sort of bot, because some weird people be in my chat, so don't take offense if I guess cuss somebody personally out, but shout you out, man. Thank you for reading. You know what I'm saying? Just know, if you're new to my channel, I've been seeing a lot of weird ass people in my chat. Weird ass people, hella weird people, you know what I'm saying? So shout you out, man, shout you out. Shout you out. If you're real. If you're real. Shout you out. Yeah, man, but that's just me, man. Listen, opposites attract. The light is attracting ugly ass insects. And I'm not saying you're an ugly ass insect, but I'm speaking about my life. Because I'm a QAnon, man. I'm a cool ass person. I know I'm a cool ass person. I know I'm a goddamn expressive, lit, some might even say charismatic person. You know what I'm saying? I'm likable. I'm likable in my real life. I never had issues finding friends. I can talk to anybody. I can uphold conversations with just anybody. But that doesn't mean who I will find will always be somebody who's cool. Because opposites attract. When I carry myself in a very good way, for the lack of less accurate words, I will see people who act the fucking opposite, you know what I'm saying? And that has been all my life. This shit has been all my life, man. If you're too nice to an ugly person in spirit, not physically speaking, obviously, if you are nice to a person who's fucking ugly in spirit, like that spirit could stink like fucking diarrhea. And if you're nice to them, they think you are like some sort of property towards them. They develop a sense of entitlement to your energy. Once again, buzzword a lot. Fucking buzzword a lot. But they think they are some sort of entitled spirit to your fucking energy. So be even careful who you are nice to, because niceness is interpreted as something like inclusion. Or like something which is a grant to that person. Be careful who you're even nice to, because you might not know. Give a retard an inch, and that retard will take a fucking mile. You know the proverbs, yeah? You know the fucking proverbs. Y'all know the motherfucking proverbs, you know what I mean? But just know, we live in a fucking weird-ass, Masonic-ass, retarded-ass world. So people act retarded accordingly. Like people who manufacture this environment are retarded. Witchcraft is everywhere, symbolism everywhere, Masonic symbols everywhere. So of course everybody acts retarded because the people who manufacture the world are retarded themselves. So what did you expect? Retarded people make the world, and people will act retarded. They even call themselves, oh, we are the fathers of everybody, you know what I'm saying? Fucking weird asses. Fucking weird asses. Weird asses. Weird motherfucking asses. I don't know about y'all, but if you claim to be some sort of father, do you like to make retarded children? Like, are you for real? Are you dead ass? You claim to be a father, but your children are retarded? No, I don't know, man. I don't know, man. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know, man. I do not know, man. I do not know, man. Oh. I'm a conspiracy theorist. I'm a conspiracy theorist. I don't know. Don't look at me. I'm a conspiracy theorist. Do not look at me. Oh, I don't know. But if my back is killing me, damn, I need a massage. I need a motherfucking massage. What the fuck? But if you claim to be a father and your children are retarded, that says a lot about you. That says a whole lot about you. So I don't claim to be no father. I claim to be the fucking raging sun, blazing boy, flaming hot Cheeto man, blazing mellow Cheeto, blazing hot boy, man. I don't claim to be no father, man, because that's all of my business. Don't take too much responsibility over people, because if you do, you will fuck up. Because you ain't shit. You ain't shit. People like to label themselves as, oh, I'm so big and bad, oh, I'm so big and bad, but they can't even stop eating sugar. As I was saying, people like to study black holes in the universe, but they have black holes in their teeth. My guy, you are worrying about the wrong black holes. You know what I'm saying? How are you worried about black holes in the universe if you have black holes in your teeth? You focus on the wrong black holes, pal. So get your fucking priorities straight and be no fucking reprobate. So yeah, my words, my whatnot. We have 3 more minutes left. We have 3 more minutes left before we leave. So yeah. I hope you are feeling yourselves. I hope you are feeling yourselves, because I know I've been feeling myself. And when you feel yourself, everything will start to make sense, regardless. Everything starts to... Who's spamming you? Chicken tikka masala, man. Aitish. Chicken tikka masala Indian curry face, man. Get your ass out of here, man. Chicken tikka masala face. What the fuck? Get your ass out of here, but anyways. If you feel yourself, everything will start to make sense. Because life is not fixed by studying men. Life is fixed by fixing your own self. People go like, oh, mellow. Not me per se, but people go like, damn, how do I get bitches? How do I get girls? How do I get my money up? How do I get more friends? I'll tell you how. You see, you become attractive if you get your life together internally. If you are wise, if you are smart, if you are healthy, if you're stable, of course, everything outside of you will look beautiful too. So don't worry about specifics. Worry about the big picture. You know what I'm saying? Like the grand picture, ladies and gentlemen. Fix yourself in spirit first. Because if you are attractive in spirit, if you have a healthy spirit, you will get everything you want anyways. But at that point, you don't even want it. You're not even dependable. God can give you only so much that you can handle. So if you don't have something right now, you cannot handle it. Best believe you cannot handle it if you don't have it right now. And I'm not talking about society shit, because obviously society is fake. Obviously views are fake. Listen, views are fake as hell. You know what I'm saying? My last live stream. My last motherfucking live stream. Like my live stream before my last live stream. 2 live streams ago. I had 81 views. 81. I checked the same morning. 51 views. 2 hours later. 34 views. So you're telling me 50 people unwatched my video? Huh? What? I don't get it. I do not get it. I just don't get it. I should make a screenshot. I'll make a screenshot after this live, because I know this live has hella views. I'll make a screenshot after this live. And if I don't get the views a day after, you know views are fake. You do know views are fake. Give me 2 seconds. We're straight. We're motherfucking straight. So don't be worried about views and whatnot. Just be yourself, have fun, and everything will come. So yeah, take care of yourselves. Your boy signing out. Peace out. And I'll see you guys soon enough. Good night, y'all.